Hey everybody, how's it going? Travel Man Dan here. Welcome to the weekly beer and video review show live here on YouTube. I am your host, Travel Man Dan, aka Reading Man Dan, aka Movie Man Dan, or if you just want to call me Danny, that's fine. Welcome to the show. It's another great Sunday morning here in California, and I have a great episode for you. We're going to be doing some fun things. We have some delicious beers to read about, review about. We got some really fun stuff to talk about in between. We're going to be bringing in the Test Bunny, and well, all together, I'm just really excited. I already see Tenacious Freak. What's up in the room? 810 Nami Sukanami is here. Welcome to the show. Guys, if we hit 20, you know how it goes. I go get the beer bong, and we're going to be ripping up some beers. But if you're new to the show, let me tell you a little bit about what we do here on the show. This is the weekly beer and video show, and that's exactly what we do. We talk about beers. We review two delicious beers. When I say we, I mean me and the Test Bunny, and I'll bring them in a minute. But we're going ahead, and we're going to review two beers. We got some great ones today, okay? We got a little something heavy, something light going on. And while we're going ahead and reviewing those beers, we go ahead and bring you segments like What Would You Rather? We go bring Show and Tell. We got other fun stuff like what are you reading? What are you watching? What are you listening to? Then we're going to wrap it up in between with a couple of videos that happened on my channel last week. And I'm going to preview the video that's coming out this week. All while going ahead, wrapping it up with a score. It's going to be fun. So thank you so much. If this is your first time hopping on, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, click on the notifications bell so that you're notified when new episodes come out every week. We do this episode every Sunday live at 10 a.m. Now, things are going to get a little convoluted and change it up a little bit because football season is about to begin. But don't worry, we will keep you posted. It will be every Sunday. Also, each video comes out every Friday. So I'm pretty pumped up about that. If you're a returning guest, like I see, Drunatic is here. Yes, welcome to the show, Drew. All right, Drunatic in the house. Eaton Schism is here. What up, Eaton? Welcome to the show. All right, we already see 5 people in the room. Thank you so much. And those are you that come each and every week. And this is why the show has been so successful. This is why we continue to grow because of you guys. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you guys. Much love. Yo, Sunday Fun Day, says Eaton. What's up, HSB? Good to have you in the house. Welcome. Now I'm getting really fired up. I got to kind of control my speech a little bit and slow down because I start to get foamy at the mouth. I get so excited and ready to go. All right, the Test Bunny's coming in. But guys, thank you so much for the show. Oh shit, what could we have here? I don't know. I believe Dad's here. Yes, welcome, Pops. This is going to be a fun show already. Welcome back. We missed the heck out of you. Without further ado, it's time to bring in my counterpart, the second half of this show, my best buddy, the guy that also loves beer. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in the Test Bunny, Nate. Welcome.
Travel Man Dan.
What's going on, dude?
What's going on, brother? How are you? How's your weekend?
Pretty damn good. Speaking of brother, hey, TMD fan, there is your
Happy
brother.
Birthday.
My weekend was great, man. My weekend was great. Yeah, Travel Man Dad. I love it. All right, Travel Man Dad.
That's awesome.
Is here.
Travel Man Dad. Mark, is he here?
Yes. Calvin, fixing up lunch. What are you fixing? Nate, my weekend was good. I just chilled out really yesterday, pretty much relaxed. I put up a new bookcase and just kind of hung out. I'm still organized. Yeah.
Now all you need is books.
Oh, I got plenty of books. My other alter ego is a character I like to do called Reading Man Dan.
Yeah.
But yeah, all is good. But we also will talk a little bit about what happened this weekend on Friday. But welcome. How was your weekend?
Hey, awesome. I got to celebrate my brother's birthday, which was Friday. We did it. You sang to him on Friday, so he was very appreciative to that of that. And then last night we went out to dinner, so it was great. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Excited about these 2 beers.
Yeah, me too. We got some good ones going on here. It was your brother's birthday, so happy belated birthday to your brother. Although I did sing him his birthday song on the last video. But
what a song it was, dude. What a song.
It's the one I know all the words to. All right. Aquanauts, welcome to the show. Pseudo Mexican.
Calvin.
What is pseudo? Okay, you're making some type of like tacos or some type of quesadillas or something like that. Yeah, put a little jalapeno on it. All right, guys. Welcome everybody to the show. I don't know why I'm only seeing 4, but I see tons of this people that I know and see around here. It's getting loaded up. Thanks a lot. Be sure to go ahead and hit that like button. Drunatic says hi, nuts. All right. Love it, guys. So let's go ahead and get into this beer that we're going to be doing today, Nate. And I'm excited about this brewery because I've actually been to this brewery. It is a smaller brewery. But yeah, they have a pretty big distribution, as you were talking about earlier. It's down in San Diego, but it's specifically on a place called Coronado Island, and it's a small little island just outside of the city of San Diego. And I got to tell you something. You already know this, but a lot of people don't know this. I'm actually I'm scared of bridges. I don't know. I can't drive over bridges anymore. I don't know what the hell happened to me. I got in a car accident. I don't know what. I lose the feeling in my legs. And there's an island in Buffalo called Grand Island, and they got this really steep bridge. I don't think I can drive over it anymore. But the one going to Coronado Island, mate, is one of the craziest bridges you've ever seen, because it's like, you know, in California, it goes all the way steep. Then you're off into like a little curve, like a roller coaster. And it's not just a quick over and you know, this thing is like, I want to say it's probably like 4 to 5 miles.
Is it?
And yeah, it's huge, dude. You go right over this giant body of water. There's no shoulder. So if you have a panic attack, you can't just pull over. And I think it's 3 or 4 lanes. And not to mention, everybody's going 60 miles per hour plus. It's just
sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's a get the quesadillas going. Frank, what's up, Frank? No,
hey, speaking of bridges, have you ever driven on the Chesapeake Bay Bridge?
I have.
That's the one that you're above, and then you go underneath into the tunnel. You come back out over.
Yeah, I have drawn that. I don't think I could do that anymore.
No?
No. What happened is I got into a car accident a few years ago. And I got trapped in the car a little bit. And ever since that accident in Hollywood, I was on the freeway going 70. It's weird. Roller coasters became, scared. Airplanes. Now I'm okay with the airplanes, but I'll figure out how to get over this bridge thing. But yeah, it's terrible. Frank says, I'm testing Coors Light over here again. Great stuff, Greg.
Good macro.
Nice. Almost 5.5. Party with the champagne. Yes. Oh, all right. Yeah, we're almost at 5.5. Where the hell are we going with all this, guys? What I was saying is the bridge to Coronado Island is insane. You better drive, because I don't think I could do it. I won't even attempt it. But if you get over there, it's this quaint little island, really fun stuff going on. They got this epic hotel there. Yep. And then they got this main street of bars, restaurants. And that's where the Coronado Brewing Company is. And this is what we're drinking today, guys. The Never Better DIPA, DIPA, double IPA, okay? DIPA. Now this beer I didn't have at the brewery, but I'm excited to try it because I love IPAs. Nate, have you ever had this beer?
No, I have not. I'm really excited. I haven't had anything from Coronado, as a matter of fact, so I'm really excited to try this. This is part of their core series, so it's a year-round beer, and I think it's one of their more popular actual brews, so I'm excited to try it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I can't remember which one I had. I had some type of IPA over there. I drank 3 or 4 of them. It was delicious. But let's go ahead and try to crack this one open. One of the things I want to go ahead and talk about right away on the label, on the can, it says unfiltered tropical fruit.
Yep.
So it's going to be I'm sorry. That says dank.
Dank, yeah. It's going to be real hot. It's going to be hoppy.
I'm going to love it. I'm actually going to love it.
So the double IPA, just so people out there that don't know, it's basically an Imperial Ipa. What they do is they elevate the ABV. This is going to be somewhere between 8 and 12%, where your traditional regular IPA is going to be somewhere in that 5 to 7.5, 5 to 8% range. But this is a very Americanized style of beer. Very hop forward. They balance it with a lot of malt. They're probably doing double or triple the amount of hops that you would do in a normal IPA. This one sits at 8.9%, I think. So I'm really curious how this flavor hits the tongue. There's 3 different hops that they use. They use a Mosaic, a Citra, and then another one. So this should be really hoppy, really citrusy. You'll probably get a lot of tropical notes in there as well. So that's why I'm excited to try it.
Hell yeah, dude. I love tropical notes and I love hoppy stuff. Calvin says, driving on the Mackinac Bridge is so terrifying. Sorry for the spelling. That must be, I believe Calvin is in Minnesota. There might be the one that goes, what is that, the one that goes from St. Paul to the other one? I don't know. But yes, I feel my pain, guys. I don't know what happened. Boring label, just going to come out and say it. What is it, Nate?
The Mac is so, I guess it's a bridge that takes you to Mackinac Island, which is Lake Huron between Michigan's upper and lower peninsulas.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, same thing. All right. Well, Freaks is just going to come out and say it. Boring label. Let's go ahead and crack this open, Nate, and get a good whiff, and I'll tell you what I think.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. That's the one.
Super hoppy.
That's the one. This reminds me of hanging with my dad in the Shanghai Brewery. They have crazy hoppy beers out there. Yeah, we can smell it right away. It's really, really flavorful, pungent. Got a lot of hops going on. Gonna make my breath stink, but who cares? Let's go ahead and pour this guy in there. Oh yeah!
Wow, really creamy head on that. It's probably gonna last a bit too. Look at that. It's hazy.
Yeah, one thing I noticed right away is all the little unfiltered pieces floating around in there. I don't know if you got a lot of that, but it's quite hazy. It's a good-looking beer.
It is. It's going to be strong.
Yeah, what's the alcohol percentage on this?
8.9. Or 8.1, sorry, 8.1.
Pretty strong beer. Definitely going to have a little bit of strength going on there, so probably going to feel a little buzz getting into it. But, hey, Nate, cheers, man.
Cheers, dude.
Ding.
Ooh. Wow, it's not as hoppy as I thought it would be. It's kind of balanced.
Oh, that's good.
That is good.
That is really good. I like Freak says, I noticed that too. Freak says, Nate, you're getting better at that. So you're learning how to pour a better beer. I like that. Very nice.
Well, he knows that I'm terrible at doing this thing. There you
go. Well, you're terrible at doing what thing?
This. I always do it the wrong way. I always go this way.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, that was the beer. Yeah. Yes, through the tank. Cheers to you, too. Well, I got to say, Nate, it's everything that I wanted in a beer this morning.
Yeah.
I
love it.
Yeah, it's got a great, clear, clean, crisp flavor to it. It's not, although it is quite complex, you do taste a lot of hops. You do taste the dankiness, the unfilteredness, the fruitiness, the citric power. There's all that going on in there. But to me, it's not creamy. It's just super smooth. It's just really clean and like refreshing, right? Are you getting that same vibe?
Well, it's, especially for an 8% beer. So this is not, a low ABV by any means. It's strong. And that's what the name suggests. A double IPA, it's going to be dankier. It's going to be stronger. And it's still smooth. It's still clean. So it's kind of like the stout that we did the other night, even though it's, 12%. It tasted like 8%. This tastes like a 6% beer to me. Yeah.
It tastes like a normal IPA. It doesn't taste like it's anything stronger than what they promote it as. That's how clean and filtered it is, even though it's unfiltered, if that makes any sense. Nothing like a DIPA to get the day started. That's true. Gonna feel it right away. Hey, Marie, welcome. Welcome to the show. All right. Well, now let's go ahead and get into a little bit of what's going on, what happened during the week. Unbeknownst to any one of us, we didn't know what was going to happen tragically after the show last week. I'm not going to get into it. I just wanted to, acknowledge, pray for the people of Afghanistan. So shortly after our show, the Taliban had came in and taken over Kabul. And I have some friends that fought in Afghanistan. I have some friends that are Afghani that worked with the military. Much of what you see is going on there. So hopefully everyone's okay. I know this seems kind of weird, but I've been watching a lot of the coverage, and the Taliban is saying that they're going to run their regime a little bit different. I don't know. Until that happens, I really don't know. It's not my country. I don't fully understand everything, but I just wanted to point it out. You know what I'm saying, Nate? I just want to say
it's sad.
It's sad. Yeah, I hope that everyone is safe at the end of the day. That's it. It's because anybody under any type of dictatorship or any thumb that's oppressing people, whether it's a woman or your rights and stuff like that, that's never good. And when it's led by extremists of any branch of religion, I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. I'm just saying that's got to be incredibly tough. And I just hope that everyone is okay over there. I hope that things get better. Yeah, that's all I really want to say. Nate, what do you say?
I agree with you, man. It's something I wouldn't want to get into, but yeah, I feel for the people that are left behind. So,
yeah. Hey, yes,
Carlos.
Yeah, that might be the quote of the week. You're the man, Dan. Nate, you're almost there. I love it. Welcome. Sorry, Nate.
Yeah, it's all good.
We're busting balls. Tenacious Joe must go.
Ooh.
Joe must go. I was just reading your comment. I realized what you meant. I'm not going to comment. That's pretty funny here. No politics.
That's
yes.
Right.
We're not going to get into that.
Nope.
Marissa, buenos dias. Welcome to the show. Well, let's keep this show going. Welcome to the show, Marissa. Another quick thing that happened this week. It looks like the CDC is offering up a third booster shot, calling it the booster shot. Okay, so whether or not you are vaccinated, hey, the way I look at it is, Nate, free American healthcare? Hell yeah. So I'll take one, please.
Okay.
but I gotta come into, I gotta wonder about all these shots and things like that, because I'm all for it. I don't care what you are. I really don't. I'm speaking to each and everyone out there. You do your thing. I'm doing mine. I'm for it. But I gotta start to wonder, like, with this third booster shot, is this a play on science? Like, is this thing really needed scientifically, or is this something that is being thrown out there to make some more money? Just saying, right? Nate working on his 10 here. All right. Buenos dias. All right, we're going to keep on moving. We know what you're talking about, Dan. Thank you. I love you guys. You're awesome. Did not get the shot. Okay, do a weekly boost.
You don't have to get it.
Yeah. Look, that's your decision. I'm never going to tell anybody. I still love you guys no matter what. Do a weekly booster shot review.
Dude, I love it. Dude, this thing is going to. So I like that it's 16 ounces, dude, but this thing's going down quick.
Yeah.
Way quicker than I thought it would. I thought I was going to be laboring through this one. It is a good beer.
Yeah, I do like this one. I like you guys can't really see it, but I'm looking at it, and the reason I'm leaned back like this and looking at it like this, I'm getting a lot of reflection coming from my lights, but there's all kinds of pieces of particles and little fragments floating around here. And that's like the unfilteredness. It's like if your dad was drinking a beer and you were working on something, maybe and you took some like drywall dust or some sawdust and you sprinkled it in his beer. It's just all kinds of little fragments. Sorry, Pops. I never did that to you. But that's what that unfiltered look looks like.
I wonder if they have lactose in it.
Possibly. Possibly. Very, very, very well. Could be. That is a thing that they add, and I think you talked about why it is. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Hey, guys, I want to talk real quick about Mike Richards. Anybody know who he is? Anybody?
Hockey player.
He was, but he was also the executive producer of Jeopardy, who announced Friday. I guess 2 weeks ago he announced he'll be the new guest taking over for Alex Trebek.
Post.
Yeah. So now he's actually stepping down from the position because he said some unruly things on a podcast a few years ago.
Oh, you're talking about Michael Richards from Seinfeld?
No. Mike Richards.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No. Mike Richards was the executive producer of Jeopardy. I think he was behind the scenes. And then
gotcha.
After Alex Trebek, the great Alex Trebek, had passed away, he was going to step in after they did all those guest appearances and become the permanent host. But then he stepped down on Friday and said he will no longer be doing it because of things that he said on a podcast prior to that. My case in point, I have goals and aspirations of making it on the big screen again. So don't take whatever I say on this beer show and go ahead and run it back. That's another reason why we don't get into it. I'm not sure what exactly he said, but I'm curious to see who's going to do it. Also, another thing I wanted to tie in is there's been a big push for LeVar Burton, Reading Rainbow's LeVar Burton, Star Trek's LeVar Burton, to be the host of Jeopardy. I think he did a great job in the Celebrity where he did the one-off. I'd like to see that. I definitely would like to see that. Remember LeVar Burton?
I don't know who that is, Daniel. I'm looking it up.
Oh, man, you know who he is. Reading Rainbow.
Oh, well, I didn't know him by name. I just saw the picture. Now I know who he is.
Exactly. Carlos says what happened with LeVar. That's why I think should be there. I think he's great. Michael's in San Marcos, 93. Holy cow. Happy birthday to your uncle in San Marcos. That's awesome. Frank says, quick shout out to Nate. He's getting past a bit today. The background and decor is a paint. I'm painting out here, and even when it's done, it won't be nearly as classy.
Oh, thank you, Frank. That's very nice. Very sweet.
Frank's awesome, man. Frank is awesome. Guys, this is what we're drinking. If you're just joining us, we run through a couple of events that happened this week, but this one's really good. It is the DIPA, the Never Better from Coronado Brewing. It is fantastic. Nate, I'm really enjoying this unfiltered, danky tropical beer. Yep. Delicious flavor all around. I'm going a little bit slower because, yes, you are right. I could probably whack this sucker down. And real quick, Nate, do you have any info on the Coronado Brewery for us?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know a lot about them, but they did start in 1996. They're based out of San Diego. We know that San Diego is basically a craft beer mecca. So they are part of that, Stone Brewery. What's the one that we just recently did? AleSmith, right?
AleSmith, yes.
Ballast Point. So they're in the mix there. And this is my first time having it. So that's why I was so excited. But like I was saying, they have different series. They got a core series, which is their year-round. They also have seasonal stuff. Their slogan is Stay Coastal. So I kind of like that, which also ties into our next beer. Both of these beers are very coastal beers, kind of surfer beers.
Yeah, nice. All right. Well, that's kind of ties in with today's show. But not that I've tried surfing a few times. I'm not good at it. Carlos says, I've never been good at balancing. I don't know why. Maybe all the dings I took on the dome. Try some cannabis beer. We should. Although I would try some cannabis tasting. I don't want to be too high on the show or anything like that. I don't want to get high at all on the show.
Yeah. I agree with that.
You're welcome to, but for me personally, I'll just stick to the. I'll just stick to the hops. What do you say, Nate? What was your intro?
Let's hop to it.
Let's do it.
It's a really good beer, man. It really is. It's all around good. Yeah. And the fact that it's 8% is just icing on the cake.
Yeah, to me, I just really like. You're welcome, Trinitech. Pyro, welcome to the show.
Pyro, what's up?
I just really, really like that the IPA danky flavor of this. I like when you think IPA, you feel like you want to drink something really hoppy, and this delivers. I feel like a lot of the beers that we've been trying, these IPAs, they're getting so outrageously creative that they don't stick to the traditional thing that made IPAs so enjoyable and put them on the scene. And that's that danky flavor. That's that hoppy, skunky taste. That's that, not the skunky like green bottle skunky. It's just a more, it's like if you walked into somebody's older car from the early 90s and they had one of those trees, those green pine tree, air fresheners, and you just grabbed it and started sucking on it. That's that's what I feel like I'm drinking, and I love it.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. It's a really good beer. I'm starting to taste a little bit of mango in here. I don't know if you're getting that. Some pineapple, some mango, a little bit of grassiness.
Yeah, I taste a lot of fruits. I don't know which one, but I taste a lot of fruit. Yeah.
It's juicy.
Hey, guys, real quick, Bill's season is about to start. So we're going to be going ahead, and I'll be putting out the schedule next week for when the show will be airing. It will be every Sunday, but there'll be some fluctuation. It's going to probably jump to a later time, more like 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then there's a few things that we got to work out between the Eagles and the Bills so that we can both watch the teams that we love. But stay tuned for that. We're still going to do it every Sunday. It is going to get a little bit schedule changey. Is that a word? It's going to change a little bit. And yeah. But Nate, speaking of good beer and speaking of videos, do it wake you up? Hey, Ash, welcome.
49ers.
No. Ooh, not interested.
Mitchell Trubisky, dude.
Mitchell Trubisky looked hot. Go Bills. We looked good last night. Trubisky played back in Chicago and lit him up. We had a punt return. It was looking really good. Hey, yes.
Oh, Rocco.
Welcome.
How about Penn State? What's that?
Who's that? Penn State. Hey, how about Saugus High School? Congratulations, Rocco, on your now 1-0. Saugus High School is Rocco's son's football team where they go ahead and they play and they won 35-0, Nate. 35-0. So
hold on, in football or baseball?
Football. Oh. Baseball would be yeah. So congratulations, Rocco. That's awesome. He's also one of the coaches over there. So I'm looking forward to talking to you more about that tomorrow. But now I want to talk about the video that came out on Friday. We didn't go ahead. I didn't put out a travel video. I didn't put out a food video. I put out, yes, Saga Strong. I hope you guys can do it. I'm going to go check you guys out this week. But we didn't put out a Travel Man Dan travel video. We didn't do a Food Friday. We didn't do a Reading Man Dan. So I threw in a Just One Beer, and Nate was there. Nate, what'd you think of this guy?
Dude, it got me pretty loose, man. Like, it was awesome. First of all, the beer itself is phenomenal. If you see that anywhere, get as many as you can. Keep them in your fridge. It's awesome beer, but it will pop you.
Yeah.
Like, there was a moment when the show and Danny was like, yeah, I don't really taste it 12%. I don't really feel it. 10 minutes later, his eyes were crossed. So it is a strong beer, and it's not for the faint of heart, but it's delicious. Have one, maybe 1.5. But I had two, and yesterday morning was not good.
Yeah, I had a bunch, and I'll be honest with you, I don't really get headaches anymore from drinking beer. I usually get it from hard alcohol, and I don't drink hard alcohol that much anymore. Occasionally here and there, but I did the same thing. I woke up, I was like, dude, I was hungover from beer, and that doesn't really happen. One of the things is I don't drink 15, 16 beers anymore, but the strength of this thing, aside from that, it was just an overall great beer. So if you want to check out that review, it's the Just One Beer Show. It came out on Friday. It's Nate and I. A lot of fun. We just went ahead and reviewed it, gave you our honest opinion of what we thought. Al Smith is becoming one of our favorite breweries down in San Diego. Nate, you know what we got to do? All right, here, hold on. We got a question coming in from London. Here's a question. Do you guys think a beer tastes better out of a bottle or a can? I think bottled beer is nicer. That's a good question. Nate, I mean, for me personally, I personally like a can better, to be honest.
So within the beer community, right? Like everybody, so it depends. If you're drinking a Bud Light bottle versus a Bud Light can, and it's hot and you're outside, the bottle's better, right? It's just better. There's a better feel to it. But the beer community believes more in the can, because the whole reason behind that is there's two things that can kill a beer: light and temperature. So if you have a can, zero light's getting in. So when you have a bottle, especially a green bottle, that's where you get that funky flavor. So if you have anything that's green or white bottle, the can's probably the better option 10 times out of 10. But in the beer community, people start to prefer the can more because no light's getting in.
Oh, Pops is contesting. Pops is saying that it's definitely a bottle. And he knows. He's probably drinking.
He knows.
But more bottles of beer than any one of us.
More than me.
Bottle of beer here. Cans taste like aluminum.
They do.
So I think that goes back to what Nate was saying, Dad, is, when you're drinking like a macro beer, like a Coors Light or a Bud Light or like a Miller Light, yes, you're going to taste a little aluminum taste. I think that the thing that Nate was saying about when you have something like a double IPA, it keeps everything condensed, really like sealed pretty dang good, as opposed to a bottle, because light can get through. Even though it's a brown bottle in most cases, light still kind of gets through, and there's still kind of some temperature increases and decreases easier with glass as opposed to aluminum. What that has to do on the effect of beer, I don't fully know. I'm not a scientist. And sometimes, your mind can play a trick on you thinking that it's better. But I've always enjoyed a can. I've always enjoyed, especially these newer beers. This is my favorite style to drink, Ash. The 16-ounce can. This is the one I like the most.
Yeah, I like this whole new trend. I mean, it's not really new, 5, 6, 7 years of 4-packs. 4-packs of 16-ounce beers. I like those better than a 6-pack of bottles.
Yeah. Brendan says bottle, can, bong, keg stand.
Keg stand. Dude, we need to do a weekly beer review show with a keg.
Well, I know
4th of July.
I know a paisan where we could go to maybe his yard and do it in the pool.
That would be awesome. Keg stands. When's the last time you did a keg stand? 99?
No, at the beach a couple years ago. I used to do it a lot.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if anybody can lift me up anymore.
Yeah. No, we used to bring quarter kegs out to the beach party from the nightclub.
Your dad's right, by the way. Yeah. You got to pour the can. So that's why, these, listen, I get these glasses are a little bit foo-foo, right? These Teku glasses or the tulips, but that's what it is. You use this kind of stemware out of the can, drinking out of the can. If you're outside, fine. But if you have the ability and you have a glass, that's the best way to do it. That's
true. And the thing is too, Nate, I'd like to point out is Dad is right when he's saying you have to pour the can into a glass. I think, with the exception of like the macro beers, the cheap common beers and stuff like that, even a bottle of something this good never really tastes good, right? You have to pour it into a cup. So Ash, going back to your comment, I think we all agree on the warm beer is the worst. Other people out there enjoy warm beer. I've seen people that enjoy warm beer, and that is in Asia. They do like that. But yeah, Europe. I think that
Germany and Belgium, especially on certain like aged beers, like oak kind of barrel beers, it's not cold, but more like room temperature.
Yeah, getting drunk is right. Dad says, yeah, Nate is right. My bottles never see the light. They go from the fridge to Yes, they do, Dad. Yes, they do. I'm looking forward to drinking a beer with you, my friend, my father. I hope the
show is always better when he's on.
Always good to have Dad here. Coming here from the Philippines, drinking a beer is the way to go.
Hey, Red Horse out of a bottle is not a bad beer.
I like good Red Horse. Funky glasses, Nate's. Ha, says Nate. Now we're just reading everything. So whatever you put, I'm like Anchorman. Whatever you put on the teleprompter, I will read. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. I know some of you guys out there. Hey, guys, so get a chance to check out that live show, Just One Beer. Nate, it was great beer. Looking forward to trying out the Speedway Stout.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, we're going to do it again at some point. Hey, good news. Good news indeed, guys. Let me talk about this one. Listen to this one, Nate. Check this out. Nate, do you like golfing?
I do.
Okay.
I'm not good, though, but I do enjoy it.
Well, it's a hard game, right?
It is. You can't just roll up and play. You got to learn.
Yeah, golf is a tough game. But a pair of golfing pals were astonished when they both got a hole-in-one in succession consecutively, breaking 17 to million to 1 odds. 48-year-old David Giles was playing a duo against two colleagues when he scored a hole-in-one on the 7th tee. After an exciting celebration, the group of businessmen couldn't believe when his teammate, the 51-year-old Chris Bounce, took the next shot and scored a hole-in-one using the same club.
What?
Dude, I didn't make this shit up. It happened in England. It's crazy, right? So that would be like if me and you went out with a client and we were golfing, and of course, I probably would get the first hole-in-one. It's just natural.
Yeah, it's natural. Yeah. If anybody can just show up and get a hole-in-one, it's Travel Man Dan.
Guys, that's just how it's just written that way. I'm just kidding. I suck at golf. But then Nate can't believe it. He's like, "Oh man, give me that club!" And
give me the club. Yeah. Give me the club. I want to do it.
And does it? I mean, The two were so happy. They said, wow, all they did was jump around, high five, yell some swear words, and drink some pints of beer. So that's pretty
They
cool.
should have drank this because it was never better. It'll never be better.
Never
They can never do that again.
Never. Yeah. 17 million to 1 odds.
They could try for the rest of their lives every day 100 times. Never happen again.
Dude, not even Dude Perfect does that shit.
Dude Perfect.
You know what Dude Perfect is?
No, the wrestler?
No, that's Dude Love.
Oh, Dude.
Mick Foley.
That's right. Dude Love.
Dude, he was Dude Love, and was that then he came out as Mankind where he had the Saki.
Yeah, isn't he the guy that used to jump like onto nails and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's where he got really hurt. He was a couple of different characters. He was Dude Love. He was Mankind. I think he was somebody.
Like you would be a really good WWF wrestler.
Dude, that's what I wanted to do as a kid all my life, man. I had my character. I was going to be a janitor. I think we talked about.
It's appropriate.
I was going to be janitor man Dan, and I come out and I got a mop, and my catchphrase was "It's time to clean you up," and like that. And back in that day, you had a bunch of like foreign objects, So I had spray bottles and cleaning and rags, and like I would do the whip. Yeah, and then when you
the towel whip.
Yeah, the towel whip. Dude, I'm telling you, I had it all. I don't know why I never really fully pursued that, probably because I was so engulfed in baseball.
Yeah.
But I had a window, and I lived across the street. Remember John Boggs? I lived with John Boggs.
Of course, I remember.
He lived across the street from a ECW wrestler named Toad. Toad, yeah. In North Carolina was where the power plant was, the trained wrestlers. I don't know why. I wish I would have pursued it a little more, but I didn't. Whatever.
You remember Toad the Wet Sprocket?
No, that's funny. Sport and beer. When the NFL come to London, beer is allowed in the stands, but when they show soccer, beer is banned from the stands.
Really?
Soccer and beer don't mix well. Yeah, I knew that.
That makes sense with the whole hooligan thing. Even here, the stands, it's almost not fun going to football games anymore because of the amount of alcohol that's drank, and people get so heated, and there's children around, and like it's not an environment that I really care for anymore, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think the game at home is much better.
Yeah.
All right, time to clean you up. Yep, that was it, dude. That was the catchphrase.
Time to clean you up.
Clean you up,
perfect, dude.
Yeah, But anyway, in another universe, maybe. But hey, Drew to take. Oh, Rocco Cordola calls out a great one. Bruno Sammartino, and I believe Bruno Sammartino was a Buffalo native. Ilio DiPaolo was a Buffalo native who used to fight with Bruno. Yeah. Anyway, guys, hey, that's the good news. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. This is what we're drinking. The Never Better DIPA. Okay,
how you feeling after this? About halfway.
Cheeky. And I don't mean cheeky like in a British way. I mean cheeky in an American Travel Man Dan term, where I get that weird where it's like your cheeks are literally you're starting to feel drunk.
Yeah. I'm flush already.
But hey, Nate, already it's time to go ahead and score this because remember.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, we didn't do show and tell yet. We're going to do show and tell real quick.
Boom.
Guys, I don't know how I felt about this one, but I'm going to show you anyway because I really believe in this product, and I think it's changed the game for me. So my father will find this pretty funny because he's walked in on me a couple of times in my underwear and holding on to the toilet for dear life in my younger days. So, guys, I want to tell you about a gift I was given, and I strongly recommend it. I think it really completely changed the game. And I know it's kind of weird to be talking about this and letting you know, but I don't mean this in any perverted way whatsoever. I want to go ahead and bring up my show and tell today, and that is Lululemon underwear.
Dude, what's the price on those?
Okay, so for this 3-pack, it's $70, $68. I mean, I'm just gonna pull out one pair of underwear. Sorry, this is getting a little weird and kinky, but dude, I'm telling you, Nate, this is unbelievable. First of all, it's like some kind of microfiber. Okay, this was given to me as a gift from somebody, and I really knew nothing about this. To me, I was more of a Fruit of the Loom, Hanes, regular kind of guy.
I don't even wear underwear.
I've tried some other brands. They just don't fit right. But oh my gosh, these friggin' things. I know it sounds weird to buy underwear for $25 a pair. They're fantastic. Dude, they really are. It sounds so weird, but it is the fact that I'm bringing it to the show and tell show. I'll be sure to go put a link down in the description if you're interested in going to their website and purchasing it. I'm making no money off them. I'm not affiliated with them. I just wanted to talk about it because they're so soft. It's like you're wearing nothing at all, but you're actually wearing something. They're just stretchy. They fit good around the waist. They fit good in the crotch area. They're just.
Can you please show us? Can you model them for us?
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Hold on. If we drink 2 of the AleSmith Speedway stouts, would you do it?
I don't know. My body's in rough looking shape these days. I haven't been able to do cardio in 6 weeks. Both of my knees are jacked up at the moment.
You're making smash burgers every other day.
I just moved into a new place. I'm munging the hell out of everything.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, like today I had 4 eggs, 4 bacon, a couple of bagels from the office.
This guy's got a skillet now. He is basically all over it, cooking every day. Good for you.
Yeah, Nate, I'm not really in model underwear shape. But hey, look, if you get a chance, check out Lululemon. It might be worth purchasing just 1 pair. Maybe it's your lucky night pair. I don't know what that means. Thanks for the translation, Jordatek. I have no idea what Jordatek was speaking to me, but I love that you were speaking Danish. Have Troen. Welcome to the show. All right. Well, Marissa says, very comfortable and keeps you dry. Well, yes, that is true. Yes. Welcome. Marissa knows the Lululemon there. Good stuff. Nate, you're hilarious. Nate, I think they really want me to model. No, well, very cool. You speak better Danish. My favorite type of beer is draft beer.
Yep. Okay. I love ales for their smoothness. Do you guys prefer ale or lager? And if so, do you prefer draft beer? Travelman did.
For me, I would prefer a lager. Yeah, for me, it's a lager. But if I'm drinking draft beer, which I do love draft beer, I like a Pilsner. I like a good Pilsner. It's funny because I was watching this other YouTuber, and I'm going to try to get him on the show, and he brought up a comment on his show I felt was kind of interesting. He said, when's the last time you ordered a pitcher of beer?
Yeah, that's a great call. For me, it's been 15 years.
15 years. I might – maybe.
No, I must have had something in China.
Yeah.
You know, like at McSorley's or something. I must have had – is that the name of the place? I forget. But
and the thing is, Nate, is like not the mini pitcher, because I've had the mini. I'm talking about the full size pitcher with the flat pizza, the wings. Yep. You know what I mean? Like you're at the bowling alley pitcher. Like that's
Danny, we did have it together. We had a pitcher at 4 kegs for the Stromboli.
Ooh, that's right. That was in Vegas about 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Yeah, that's right. That's the last time we had a pitcher. And you know what? That's an old school joint. That's the place you got to go for a pitcher.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine a pitcher of double IPA.
I mean, to be honest with you, we can make it happen. All you got to do is go to a restaurant supply store or Amazon, order a pitcher, and then order.
I'm on Amazon right now looking.
Get a couple, Nate.
Hey, Danny, who else wants one? Drunitek, do you want a pitcher?
Who wants a pitcher? Dad, my dad's probably had a few. Dad, when's the last time you had a pitcher of beer?
Boom. $11.99. I'm buying it.
Oh, do it.
And next time you're here, we're doing a pitcher review.
That'd be great. Stromboli is fantastic. I love Stromboli.
Oh, yeah.
My older brother, Marky, he makes the best Stromboli. I don't know.
He makes Stromboli by hand?
Dude, by hand, man. I mean, I don't think he makes the dough from scratch. I think he buys the dough, but he makes everything by hand, and it's freaking phenomenal. Yes, Lisa, happy birthday. I was just talking about Marky and his Stromboli. I can't wait to go home. He's a little laid up right now. He had a little knee surgery himself. But Nate, my brother's Stromboli, my older brother is, man, it's so
So
good.
what does he put in there? What are the, because typical Stromboli is what? Mozzarella cheese, some sauce, maybe a meatball, or I don't know what else.
No, he does it with the cold cuts, all the Italian cold cuts.
That's awesome.
So you have your salami, you have, I think, supersada.
Yeah.
I think you have mortadella. He puts pepperoncinis in there, I want to say.
Really?
But the thing that's really good about my brother's is it comes out and it's like hard on the outside, but it's still soft, and you still taste that yeast. You know, that red yeast. Oh man, with olives, it's so good.
We're gonna have to do a Buffalo trip, because even though we want to go to San Diego for the breweries, I want to go do some Buffalo breweries.
Hey, the border's open. We can go into Canada. So just saying. No, but when you come to Buffalo, you got to make sure you can go into Canada.
Yeah,
you got to go to the Canadian Falls.
So, okay.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Man, do I miss the American subs? Yeah.
You know, and out here on the West Coast, or Vegas, right, semi-West Coast, sandwiches aren't good. They're just not good. You can't find a good sub.
No, they're not like back home. You got to go to the Italian delis. I'm finding where I live now. Thanks to Rocco, he's introduced me to a couple Italian delis. They make pretty good subs. There's a place. No, I haven't had a pilot in a while. Giamella's is good down in Burbank, and there's another place that's got good subs. It's called Vincenzo's. They make a good meatball bomber. Meatball bomber. Barrow says nice underwear. Barrow,
you're awesome, dude.
It's the best, dude. Hey guys, this is what we're drinking, Nate. Let's whack it down and give it a score. It is called the Never Better DIPA. Oh, Vietnamese banh mi, not bad.
Do you think it's DIPA or it's DIPA? What do you think? I've been racking my brain over that.
I think it's DIPA.
I think DIPA too. I think it just sounds, DIPA doesn't sound good, but I could see it if it was that. All right.
Yeah, because there's nothing accentuating the D. So you know how like DIPA, IPA, IPA. I don't know.
Never better.
Never better. Let's hop to it.
All right, let's do it.
Wow.
All right, that's going to hit me in about 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. That is good. Grapefruits.
And I'll tell you what, though, here's the thing. Because I like chugging beer like any other normal blue blood American male. These are not – this is difficult to chug, man. That's tough to get down like that.
Which is weird because where the hell's my beer score?
Banh mi. Carlos, banh mi is awesome.
Why are you talking about – yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's a great sandwich. The Vietnamese sandwich is top notch. I love them. Yeah,
there's my friend Tomer takes me to a place in Venice that's got an amazing one.
I know this place called Vietnam that you and I went to in the street. Remember they had the front, like the cheese, and they just spread it over the top. Oh man, right in the street, a little vendor, about 50 cents is what it costs probably.
I cannot wait till this is over and go back to Asia. I got to go back to Vietnam.
Vietnam it's such a wonderful place, man. The coffee culture, the food is just absolutely incredible. The people, I miss Southeast Asia, man.
The people are wonderful. Like the Southeast Asian people, like
yes.
It's weird because tourism is so prevalent in that country, so they treat tourists really good. But just the architecture, the class of old and new, and I guess first world, third world is still really visible, and it's just a neat place. The food is delicious, it's cheap, and the people are welcoming. And that, Nate, I think all the travels that we did, they were the most welcoming of people. And
well, it depends if you're in the south, if you're in Ho Chi Minh or if you're in Hanoi, right? So in Hanoi, it is a little bit different for tourists, especially American tourists. There's still some animosity there, but in the south. I don't know if I've ever been around people like that. Thailand, it's pretty close.
Yeah, Carlos Z says the Vietnamese are pushy towards tourists compared to Thailand.
Yeah, especially in the north. It's different in the north, for sure.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's It's tough to say because there's so much of the country that you can't really base the country on 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
No, you can't. Yeah, I'm talking very much as a novice, even though I've been there a few times. Like, our opinions on China are much more deep rooted because we actually lived there.
Right.
We lived there for years, almost a decade of actually living there, being with the people, and understanding how to be a foreigner there.
Yeah, I always tell people don't get skewed on politics. My perspective is very different because I lived there. I went to the grocery store. I did baking there. I had to go clothes shopping. I had to go grocery shopping. You know what I mean? Like these are daily things that you don't even think about here or wherever you are in your country. And when you do in a place like China, and just every day is an adventure, and they're so generous, and they're like, pretty much you're going to have a good experience if you're chill. I got a very different outlook of China.
So you remember when the Guangzhou Games were going on, right? And there was this slogan of Guangzhou, which was harmonious Guangzhou, right? And there's something that typically people that have never spent a lot of time in China, they would say harmonious. I don't understand. China is very harmonious. Like there's something about it. It's politically way different than we are, but I think that's the interesting part about it is when you're living there is a harmony. Everybody's kind of doing their thing and they're kind of going through, like there's something harmonious about it. I love China. I would live there again.
Yeah. Ash says this. He says, I've never been to Asia, but I wanted to go there. If you could pick your very first country to experience as a first timer, which country would it be? Now, let's not talk worldwide. We're talking specifically Asia.
Yep.
And although I love Thailand, we've been there many times. I love Vietnam. I've been to Cambodia. I've been to Japan. For me, China's got to be the go. If I were you, Ash, and I was going to go there and I was going to tell people what they should go see, I would tell them to fly into Guangzhou, hang out in Guangzhou and do the Guangzhou thing, then fly to Shanghai, hang out and do the Shanghai thing, then take the subway, the fast speed train up to Beijing and go see the historical things, or vice versa, switch it around the other way. Start in Beijing, take the high-speed train down to Shanghai, see what Shanghai's got for a couple of days, and then fly to Guangzhou. I think you'll be, and that's tough.
You would see a lot on that trip.
You would see a lot, and that's tough because my favorite place in China is actually Western China on the border of Tibet called Lijiang. It's a fun little mountain city. So that's what I would do. Nate, where would you tell someone to go?
So I'm very close to what you're saying because I think China is important, but I would actually say if it's your first time and you had 4 to 5 days, go to Hong Kong. That is where you're going to find this East meets West. It's going to be a primer for everything else because China can be very overwhelming. Nobody speaks English in China. I mean, unless you know the circles, right? But if you're in Hong Kong, everything's air conditioned. There's luxury items everywhere. Everything's kind of compact. You're taking a taxi everywhere. The guys speak English for the most part, right? So for me, it would be a week in Hong Kong. And then if you like it, get yourself into China.
Well, it's funny because you said that because Ash is living in London now for 10 plus years. So Hong Kong for him will also be pretty different in terms of coming from a British perspective. He's American, born in LA. Ash is a dude from, I think you're from South Central, and then you live in London. So going over there, this is interesting what Carlos Z says. Have you ever been to Zhongshan? Yes, I have. Yeah, we've been there many times.
Yeah.
Anyway, going off the rails.
They're famous for pigeon. Zhongshan. Yeah.
Let's do the never better DIPA. Okay, taste. Nate, even after I drank it, I kind of want another one. I think the taste is beautiful. I think the tropical,
beautiful.
I do. I think the tropical fruits blend with the dankiness and the really, really powerful hops. That flavor, I think it's amazing. When I'm looking at our background right here, it brings in this beer. This is what I'm thinking of. I think it's sensational. I really enjoy this taste. This is the taste of IPAs that I like the most, where it's got a overpowering dankness and hoppiness to it, but there's also flavor with some fruits. It's got a traditional unfiltered flavor, exceptional beer. I'm going to go ahead and give the taste a 4.5.
Wow. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do a 4.0. And that's not because I think it's less impressive. I think it's really good. With all the hops that are in there, I get it on the nose, but I feel it's more balanced than I actually expected it to be. I'm not knocking it for that, just giving an observation. For me, 4.0.
Okay. Yeah. Going with price. I bought this as a single can, and it was quite a while ago. Nate, you bought it yesterday. Can you let us know what you paid for it?
Yeah, this one was $3.99 for a can. Or, $2.99. Sorry,
$2.99. Okay, right where it should be. I think that's a fair price. $2.99. I think that's right where it should be, and that's why I'm going to go ahead and give it a score of a 4.0. Nate?
Yep, I'm going to go 3.5 because I think it's where it should be. It's not an exceptional price. It's a good value. 3.5.
All right, design. Let's take a look at it. Now, right away, Tenacious Freak was quick to bang on it, right? Now, if we look at it, this Coronado Brewing, that is their signature kind of trademark, that little mermaid right there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is with this one, too. I don't, nothing really comes out and bedazzles me. I'm not really like, wow, holy cow, look at this. This is a cool label. It's pretty basic, which I think is kind of cool, but also there's not really nothing really grabbing me. I'm going to give it a subpar 3.0.
Yeah, I'm going 2.0. I don't. All their beers look the same, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they're I forget what their main beer is. Similar to this, I think it's an easy drinking session beer, but it's the same thing, just blue. So they're not creative, in my opinion, but it is beachy. So I'll give that. But 2.0 for me. I'm not over. I don't love it. I particularly don't like it either. 2.0.
Yeah. Ash says maybe you should do one South Central beer show and do some 40s one day.
Dude, I'm all about it. How about some St. Ides? Remember that?
I will do those. I did. Remember we did them with BC. Junitzik says, I love Jimi Hendrix, so when he passed away, I opened the window and his spirit could fly away, and I had played Jimi Hendrix loud. That's cool.
That is cool.
All right, well, going on to the next one, accessibility. Nate, I think this one's pretty accessible throughout the United States or throughout the world.
Yeah, so I did a little bit of research. I looked in Miami, Florida, all over the place. Chicago, all over the place. Pennsylvania, really? All over the place. So now I don't know to what level, right? If they have the entire lineup, probably not. They probably have their flagship beer, but it's accessible all over the country. Now, outside of America, I don't think so.
Huh. No, I've never, I didn't know that. Going quickly to Carlos's comment, you guys ever tried Qingdao in a beer? No, I haven't. But if you watched one of our beer shows earlier this season, we had Mercury, who is from Qingdao, and that's where they served the Qingdao in a bag at the Qingdao Beer Festival. Hopefully one day I'll get a chance to drink it. And for accessibility, because it is a smaller brewery, when I mean small, I've been there, I've seen it. And the fact that they get distribution like that, I'm going to give it a little bit higher score than I normally would get it. But worldwide, it hasn't been able to touch places like Europe and Africa. So I'm still going to give it a 3.5. Nate, what do you got?
3.0. Same reason.
3.0. Got it. Okay, TMD X Factor. Now I've been to this brewery. I went over that crazy bridge. Wasn't driving, was sitting in the passenger seat. But I've been there. I loved it. They had great food. They had an awesome pretzel. And I feel like anytime that I'm able to go ahead and retry a beer that I've been to, I support them. And I definitely give them a huge thumbs up. I think it's a sensational taste. I think it's got a lot going for it. Coronado Brewery, I'm definitely going to visit again and hopefully get a chance to do it. I don't know if you remember, probably about a year ago, I brought back a beer called Old Scallywag. It was a $15 beer, Nate. It was a crazy, like one of those oak barrel beers, whatever. That was from the Coronado Brewery that I bought that day and brought it back and reviewed on the show. It didn't go well. It was awful. I don't like it at all. But I just like the connection that I have with Coronado. And for that, I'm going to give them a 4.0.
Yeah, I'm going to do a 3.5. I really, really like the beer. I like the fact that it's a San Diego beer. It inspires me more to get to San Diego with you so we can kind of do a brew pub tour, which I think would be really awesome. But 3.5, it's a really good beer. But overall, I'm just putting it above average.
Got it. Yeah. Once again, Drunatic is being assumed. You're awesome, Drunatic. Remember when in the beginning, very beginning, when I was getting to know you, I thought you were of a male person too. So that's awesome. Yeah, she is a girl. She is fantastic. We absolutely love her on this show. Thank you. Oh, well, I was thinking it was a man.
Oh, cool.
No, there's a conversation going on between Hannah Trolin and Drunatic, but no, Drunatic is a beautiful woman, and she is a staple to this show, and good to see you. Hey, how about this person right here? Wonder Strudel, welcome to the show. We are just now getting ready to score the Never Better DIPA from Coronado Brewery. Let me go and tally up here and see what I gave it. 7, 5, 8.
My score is not as good as I thought it would be.
Mine is
it's the
awesome.
design.
Mine is awesome. I gave this score a 19. Wow.
Woo!
That's exactly what I thought it would be. Somewhere good, something good. What did you get, Nate?
16.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm a little bit surprised because this is the thing about the scoring system is that it's not just about the taste of the beer, right?
Yeah.
There's other factors. So if I was going off taste alone, you can see that it would be a much higher score. But everything considered, 16.
Still a good score, still a quality beer. And now let's move on to the second one. The second one I'm really excited about. This beer,
oh man, this one means something to me.
It does. Tell us. What does it mean?
Well, let me go get it out of the fridge. But
we're both leaving, you guys. Sorry, but we'll be back. I forgot my bottle opener. All right, we're back. Sorry, guys.
You know, and I'm not doing the bottle, guys. I got this thing.
Oh, bam! He pulls it right out, whips it right out, folks. Pulls down the Lulu lemon.
The size of this thing is 24-ounce can.
Great. All right, so guys, this is what we're drinking. I don't know if you're a big fan of Mexican beer. We are drinking La Cerveza de Pacifico Clara. Okay, Marissa, help me out. This is from Mazatlan, Mexico, which is a surfing area.
It is.
And a lot of people went down to this particular town, foreigners, to start surfing in the early 70s. And this is the beer that they found that they like.
Yep.
The brewery's over 100 years old. And, well, it's one of my favorite, if not I think it's probably my favorite Mexican
My favorite,
beer.
too.
Is it?
Yeah. I got a little story about Pacifico.
Oh, give it to us.
Yeah. So when I was back in my New York City days, and Danny, you know Turtle, and we used to live on the Upper East Side, and there was a little Mexican joint that it was the first time we ever had Pacifico, and there was a little cooler behind the bar. And I don't know what it was about those beers, but the actual bottles, they had ice on the outside. That's how cold it was. And we would go to drink these. We would go there only for the Pacifico. That's it. That was the only reason we went. And me and Tim would go there probably once a week for about a 6-month period where we just went and slammed like 4, 5, 6 Pacificos because this is the kind of beer you want ice cold. It's a macro beer. It's a Mexican macro beer, cerveza, right? You want this thing to be cold. You can drink it out of a can or a bottle. It's not going to make a difference. And it's an exceptional macro beer. It's my favorite Mexican beer.
Yeah. You know, I know Turtle, and I'm glad you guys have that story to share. Right away, when I cracked this beer, you don't really smell anything but
grass,
cereal, kind of grassy kind of flavor, but it's going to be light. It's going to be a very macro, like Nate says, common light beer. Let me go ahead and show you what it looks like. Okay, and one of the things is that I don't know if you knew about, but
look
at that thing. Okay, super light. You can still see the label. So if you look at this, it says Cerveza Pacifico Clara. Now, what that Clara means, it means clear in Spanish.
Oh, I was curious what that meant.
Yeah, like this is a clear beer. This is a very easy, clear beer. And that's what that means. Clara is like the Spanish word for clear. You can see it's got good carbonation. But after drinking that hard IPA, that double IPA, I'm sure this is going to be refreshing. Let's go in for a sip. Nate, cheers.
Cheers, dude.
Bing.
Oh my God, so different. Oh my, it's so crisp, clean.
That is good.
It's got a bit of a funk to it. Like there's 5% in there. I don't know what it is, but it's a little bit funky. But as you were talking about the brewery, right? It was, I think they opened up in 1900, so it's 121 years old. But the whole surfer thing, I was unaware of until I started doing research about the Pacifico. So they, like you said, they went down in the 70s and took a bunch of cases back to California. Drove up the Baja coast. I like that story. So this is kind of a surfer beer, which is similar to the Coronado that. Coronado is an island in Southern California, so it's water based. There's a lot of themes that have to do with the ocean, which I like. And this Pacifico beer, as a macro, is one of the best that you can get.
Yeah. I mean, the first sip for me, great taste. So much different than the IPA. By the way, guys, we got 16 people in the room. Be sure to go ahead and hit the like button. If we get 4 more, we're pulling out the beer bong. But I just like how it's a different type of clean than the DIPA. Okay, the DIPA was a clean and refreshing fruity beer, but this one is very grassy. It's very cereal dominant. Okay, but it's very easy to drink. It might be a good beer to start drinking if you're just going to start drinking. Not that we're promoting it, but if you just want to try a beer that is easy and doesn't have a lot of bite to it, it's just a smooth, refreshing, tasty, delicious beer. Pacifico nails it, hey. I mean, it really is nice.
And they only have 3 beers. So they have the Pacifico Clara, they have the Pacifico Light, and then they also have a citrus agave lager.
Wow.
That I've never seen. I've only seen it on the website.
I can't, guys, we're approaching 20. We're at 17. I can't imagine a Pacifico Light. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, this is already light.
I know, it's super light.
And if you guys want to check, their website is really cool. Like, go check out their website.
It'll be down in the description. Every episode, I always put down the description of the brewery from what we drank. If you want to look up, research, do whatever you want to do, you can find it there. But guys, Pacifico is like drinking water. It is.
It is.
Have you taken anything a big pick? Guys, here we go. Let's get started. For my favorite, maybe it's your favorite. It's time for What Would You Rather? Okay, the Circus Agave is awesome. Sounds good. All right, so guys, what would you rather? Go ahead. Let me know the answer down in the comments below, or you can go ahead and let me know after the show. I much appreciate it. Okay, dominant beer bong. The light is probably like Cremona Pereira. Dominant beer bong. Lise, we're about to do it. If we get 5 more people in the room, I will pull out that beer bong right over there. All right, going with question number 1. Marissa says, perfect beer for a beach day.
It is. That's exactly what it's for. If you're on a boat, take a cooler of this beer.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're going to go on a little trip. I'm going to give you a ticket, and I'm going to show you guys 2 pictures of the city to help you visualize where you want to go. Where would you rather go? Would you rather go to Tallinn, Estonia? Okay?
Ooh.
Check it out, dude. Check out that beautiful place right there.
Wow. Look at it's like Venice a little bit.
Cindy. Not really. I mean, they have.
Well, I mean the water, right?
Well, they have the water, but check out Tallinn, Estonia. Okay, part of the Balkans. Okay, look at this and this. I mean, look at that fairy tale. Look at that beautiful city right there.
That's awesome.
That is amazing. Castle right there. It reminds me of when I visited the Tronki Castle in in Lithuania. Wow, amazing, beautiful place. Estonia, people are really friendly there. Or would you rather go to Ghent, Belgium? Check it out, guys. Kind of looks like Nijhaven in Denmark. You have that river kind of where the buildings are right up on it. Really cool buildings. One of the things I want to point out is look at the architecture. See these pointy, almost like steps right here? This is a specific type of architecture, post-Gothic architecture that's really cool. And you can see it in a lot of neat places in Europe and stuff like that. Well-preserved, clean buildings. You got this river walk. But look at Ghent in the winter, okay? I mean, wow. You kidding me, dude? It looks like Charles Dickens. You know, like I feel like the only thing it's missing is the black smoke coming out of it. You know, it's just a really pretty city. It's tough. Where would you rather go? This one is really tough because I've been to this region a few times, in Estonia, and I've been to Latvia and Lithuania. Never got to Estonia, but it's very similar. And I'm telling you, this is one of my favorite places to visit. I absolutely love it. But Belgium has always been a place that I wanted to visit because of the prominence in beer. Okay,
The beer, man.
I want to fly down those streets and be drunk and enjoy the beers of Belgium. So for me, I'm going to Belgium. Nate, where are you going?
Yeah, I mean, I want to go to Estonia. I want to go to that whole region. I want to check it out. It's absolutely a bucket list thing for me. But you're right. We're doing a beer review, man. I need to go to Belgium because whatever we're doing here as Americans in the craft beer scene, imagine what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like they've got centuries on us when it comes to creation of beer. So, and when you look at some of the, the beers from that region, from Germany and from Belgium, right? Like there's some flagship beers out of Belgium that are just absolutely incredible. So I'd like to go check that place out. Yeah,
my sister Lisa says Belgium and puts a chocolate bar emoji because they're really famous for chocolate.
Yep, exactly. Chocolate and beer. Is there a better two things to go travel for?
Yeah, pizza.
You can do it here. Give me the high end chocolate and beer.
Cool. Belgium, the Battle of Bruges. Belgium has some cool World War II museums. That's pretty cool. Ab Trolling says I don't use Instagram. Give me Estonia, some good looking drinking. Okay. It's actually spelled with an E, Brendan, but that's okay. I knew what you meant. Going on to number 2. What would you rather? Would you rather watch a couple of movies from Jack Nicholson being the main actor? Okay. We got Jack Nicholson as the Joker. We got Chinatown. We got what's the one he did with the Boston, The Departure? Okay.
Departed. Yeah. And then you also have what's the one that he did? Holly Hunt. Who was that? It was the one where he's kind of like an eccentric millionaire and he's got a friend that
I forget.
As good as it gets. That's a great movie too.
Emily Major says Thailand has great honey beer, and I will agree with you. I know I've had honey beer in Latvia, and I've had it in Lithuania. I did a video on it, and it was phenomenal. So hopefully we'll get a chance to check it out. Or would you rather watch Gene Hackman movies? Okay, yeah, that's a tough one. You got Hoosiers.
Popeye Doyle, man.
What's that?
Popeye Doyle.
What other great movies was Gene Hackman? I mean, he's been the coach.
The one he was Popeye Doyle. That was
not Hoosiers.
No, he was a detective. Popeye Doyle was his name.
French Connection.
French Connection. Thank you.
Yeah, French Connection. It's a tough call. Jack Nicholson's brilliant, but for me, Gene Hackman, he's more my type.
Really?
Yeah, I like him. I mean, I like Jack Nicholson movies, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but Gene Hackman.
McMurphy.
And I really like the story of Gene Hackman, how he was an actor that started late in his career, and he was more of an everyday person that plays real characters. So, I really like that. For me, it's Gene Hackman. What do you got, Nate?
I mean, it's a really hard one. This is probably the one that is the most difficult that you've had since I've been on the show. I have to go with Jack Nicholson. I mean, he's probably a top 3 all-time actor. He's up there with Paul Newman, with Humphrey Bogart. Like, he's that level. And so if he's not the best, he's in the top 3. So Gene Hackman, while great, and I understand the story, I'd have to go with Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily think that I'm not judging on technical acting ability. I'm judging on what I enjoy. Style. I mean, I could watch Gene Hackman when he did The Hunt for Red October. Was it? No. Yeah,
but he was in that. He was in that. He was in so many Mississippi
Burning.
Yep.
Yeah, he's just a phenomenal actor. But nevertheless.
He has a look to him, right? He's got a look to him that's so unique.
It's so regular.
Yeah, he's every man.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, The Shining was great.
Easy Rider.
Easy Rider was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But hey, going on the next one, let's talk back to the food in the countries. Which would you rather, guys? Would you rather go to Belgium and eat their waffles?
Woo! Look at the Nutella.
Dude, look at these things. Which one do you pick?
Which one do you pick?
Probably. maybe this
Dude,
banana
I'm
one.
doing that whatever the cream with the strawberries and the chocolate on it.
This
That's
one?
me, dude. The like the middle one to the all the way to the right. That thing.
Oh yeah, I'm probably doing this one, which reminds me, I got chewed out at work the other day because I said to a couple of girls, I say, "Hey girls, you know I'm new to this area. You know who's got a good banana split?" And my friend Shannon goes,
Why'd you get roasted for that?
"Who the hell eats banana splits?" I'm like, I
I
just
grew
felt
up
like
on banana splits.
yeah, awesome, dude. I felt like eating a banana split. So anyway,
Do you know what CMP is?
what?
A CMP. That is the sundae of my childhood, the ice cream sundae. It was chocolate, marshmallow, peanut. The CMP. Maybe it's a Pennsylvania thing. I don't know.
Maybe. All right. That's you get either Belgian waffles or you get this thing from Estonia. This is like a mousse. It's called
Oh man.
Manhattan. Okay. No, look at that thing, dude. It's like a creamy mousse. It's got
raspberry.
it comes in different flavors. It comes in blueberries. It comes in pretty much any fruit. But berries are really prominent and they're really distinct in this region because it's all forest. Look at that thing. It's a little bit smoother. It's a little bit creamier. I think I've had something similar to this in Latvia. Looks amazing. Which would you rather? For me, it's a tough call, but if I had to choose, I'm going to go with this right here. Right here. It's got chocolate. It's got whipped cream, berries, and bananas. I'm going with the Belgian waffles. Nate, what do you got?
I don't know. What's the name of the other thing?
I have it. I'm pronouncing it Manavat.
I like to think I have a little. Yeah, give me the raspberry thing. Just because.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I feel like I've had iterations of that for a long time, right? That whatever that mousse thing was with those frozen strawberries or raspberries on top, that looks really interesting to me. It seems more refined, so give me that.
Interesting. Oh, Marissa says waffles. Give me some Belgian waffles for Marie. Carlos Z brings a blast in the past. I'd rather be
House on the road.
Nice. Carlos Z.
You and I walked down that street many times.
You have friends and family there in Belgium. I would love to see it. Everyone's picking waffles. Only 10 baht. Yes, it's cheap. Loved it. I miss Jens too, but he's probably busy. All right. Going on to question number 4. I'm going to give you a coloring book. It's the Travel Man Dan coloring book. It's coming out this fall. I'm working on a publishing thing as we speak. I'm talking to a couple people. So I'm going to wrap things up and should be out by October, hopefully. Which would you rather color it with? Colored pencils or crayons? So which one do you like to color with? Now, both will get you the vibrant colors, the oranges and the yellows and the purples and the greens that you want, but very different textures. For me, you can't beat a colored pencil. I like colored pencils because you can get in there and you can color the line a little bit. It is a little bit more when you have to go through big spaces, but for me, colored pencils are better than crayons. What about you, Nate?
I'm not good at art. I'm not good at coloring. So give me the thing that's easier, which I think has more room for error, which is the 64 box of Crayola crayons.
Going with the crayons. Oh, Lisa says both. By the way, guys, my sister Lisa is a master at coloring. Okay. So she'll be the first to give the beta
Maybe
test.
she can show us a show and tell one time.
I would love that. She will give us the beta test on the Travel Man Dan coloring book.
Awesome.
All right, going with number 5. We haven't gone there in a while. Let's get disgusting.
Yes.
Yeah, let's get disgusting. All right. It's been a while since we've done anything that has made you think about it and go, who is this dude? He's gross. You know, by now you guys are all pretty familiar with me. My uncle borrowed and I have to pass it out. Okay. Storage of crayons and Play-Doh to make snowflake. Nice. All right, guys. Which would you rather? Would you rather take a shot of motor oil? 10W40D. Okay. 10D 40? Well, I forget.
WD-40.
No, that's the spray. Okay. Would you rather shoot a shot of motor oil? Okay. Just good old 1040W. Or would you rather take a shot of somebody's puke?
What?
No.
Can I pick the person?
Does it matter?
Well, yeah.
Okay, Cindy's puke.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's someone that I'm comfortable with, or if it's a a complete ragged stranger, there's a difference.
No, I get to pick. We go to the mall and we pick somebody at the food court.
Yeah. So then, all right. So I already know my answer.
So one is going to burn like hell. The motor oil is just going to burn going down. It's going to burn going out. You might get seriously injured from it.
You could, okay. It might be fatal.
My dad's back.
Which one, Mark? What are you doing, Mr.
My dad said you're sick. Can I suck? Or I'm telling you, would you rather go to the mall and we pick out some stranger at the food court, wait an hour till he walks around, digest it, and he throws up, and then you drink it? I don't want anything to do with somebody else's puke. I never liked the smell of it.
Of course not.
Yeah,
I like the smell of it. It's a revelation.
I've seen a lot of it over the years. I was in the nightclub business in Hollywood. I'm good. I'm going with the motor oil. Bring it on. That's what I'll have. Nate, what about?
Are you kidding me? It's easily motor oil. I might do it on a dare, but if it's up against puke, definitely motor oil. No,
Lisa, not urine, puke. Okay. Okay. So Nate goes with the motor oil.
The puke.
Do a human caterpillar.
You ever watched that movie?
I couldn't get through. It was just too disturbing.
Dude, it's just too much for me.
Okay. Marissa says I pass. Yeah, Marissa. I don't know if you've ever been on the show and we used to be really disgusting. I'll be sure to bring back another disgusting one. That was What Would You Rather? Hope you enjoyed it, guys. This is what we're drinking. It is the Pacifico Clara. It is delicious.
Look at this beauty of a can.
Beauty of a can.
I like that thing. I can't wait to talk about the design.
Yeah, it's good. All right, I'm going to roll right into, yes, puke. Lisa, puke, like, barf. Okay, all right. Have Cholin and Junatic are talking about the pictures. I love it. I love that you guys are friends and you're developing friendships on the show. That's so cool. To me, it's everything that I wanted to happen, and to bring a community of people around the world to get together, almost like we're in the same room. And I think it's just really fantastic. And yeah, keep it going. Guys, it's time for What Are You Reading? What are you watching? What are you listening to? Ooh, what am I reading? One of my favorite cars. If not, it is my favorite car. Hopefully one day I'll get a chance to get one. You know, I'm a big fan of the 80s movies, the whole bravado of the dudes behind the movies and things like that. So naturally, I'm a Burt Reynolds fan and the Pontiac Firebird. So I am reading this old school book called The Fabulous Firebird. And it gives you the entire history of the Pontiac Firebird. It's so great. I absolutely love it. It talks about, you know, the body and the chassis, the owners, who designed it. It gets into the suspension details, the first generation Firebirds. Year by year, it goes through everything. Of course, I'm a fan of the 1977. Look at those waffle wheels. Look at those beautiful Trans Ams. I mean, I love this book. One of my favorite books. I'm reading it again. It's great. That's what I'm reading right now. Nate, what about yourself?
Yeah, I know it's boring, guys, because I keep doing the same book or books, but I'm continuing to read it because I enjoy it. If you look in here, hold on, I lost the page? But there's just so much information about actual beer. Damn it, I lost the page. Anyway, it's a good book. If you get an opportunity to buy it, I suggest you do if you like beer. This is showing you the entire brewing process. Look at that. From the beginning, from malting to milling, mashing, right? That's cool. It gets you to understand the process of making a beer. And guess what? Everybody can make it. All you need is a kit. It costs about $100. And we're going to do that, Travel Man Dan. We're going to make some beer.
Man, I would love to have my own beer. Hey, guys, we're at 17 people. 3 more, and we can still do a chug. But now we're moving on to What Are You Watching? I just finished up watching the tough Series 29. That's the Ultimate Fighting Series 29. Volkanovsky versus Ortega. It was great. It's one of those reality TV shows that I actually really like because it takes you and they put a bunch of fighters into the house and they live together, and then they have a tournament style, and the middleweights were in this one and the bantamweights. So the bantamweights, Ricky Torcios and Brady Haystad are fighting next week, and then the middleweights was Brian Battle versus Tayshawn Gore, but Tayshawn Gore got injured, so Gilbert Urbina filed in. If you haven't seen it, it's Tough 29, the return of it. I just love this because it really kind of branched the UFC and made them with the Forrest Griffin fight, and it was just Stephan Bonner was his opponent. Sorry, I just absolutely love it. That's what I'm watching. I love the UFC. Get a chance to check it out. It's pretty interesting. It's not the most exciting reality show, but I like watching the fighters as they're coming up and the show when they're young, and then opposed to what they actually do. And we've seen a lot of great champions come through that show one way or the other, whether it's a man or woman. So it's pretty interesting to see. That's what I'm watching. Dad says it's not all that bad. We've drank our own puke at one time or another.
There you go.
There you go. No, I don't want to be part of the human caterpillar at any capacity. Carlos Z. Nate, what are you watching? My buddy bought the gear to play.
Hey, I just wanted to, so you're talking about UFC and fighting. Apologies, or I feel bad for Manny Pacquiao losing last night. I didn't watch the fight, but that's of note, right? To my Filipino friends and family. But for me, I am watching, I don't know if you guys watch a guy on YouTube. His name is Sam the Cooking Guy. And he does a lot. He's based out of San Diego, which is topical considering we're drinking a San Diego beer today. But he is, he's been around for a while. He's got a ton of subscribers, but I was watching a video about him recreating a homemade McRib sandwich, and I'm going to do it.
Nice.
You need to try that homemade McRib sandwich. So that's what I'm watching, Sam the Cooking Guy. I'm
sure you'll do a good job at it. Ab Trolling says, cool. Yes. Beer check of the beer while getting drunk. Lisa said she's reading the church bulletin. Philo says why do you think the UFC went downhill? I'm just curious. But welcome to back to the show. Love my water crayons. Painting, and I got from Uncle John the Stevno. That's cool. Hi, Philly. Welcome to the show. We're 2 away from a chug. Can we get there? What are we watching? I told you. What are we listening to? I'm going back to the hard rock from Canada, and I'm listening to a band that I grew up listening to. I still love their music. I still listen to the first album that I listened to, and that's Our Lady Peace. Probably the most famous song is Superman is Dead. But I just like this style. It's very, it's the next evolution of grunge, or maybe it's part of Canadian grunge. It's a Southern Ontario favorite, Our Lady Peace. That's what I'm listening to. I pulled it up and I've been listening to it the last couple of days. Good stuff. They got some great records. I guess, do we call them records anymore? I just go to Apple and put down Our Lady Peace Essentials. That's what I'm listening to. Nate, what are you listening to these days?
So, because I spent some time with my brother this weekend, and we were reminiscing and thinking about our time when we used to live in Wildwood, New Jersey, down at the beach. And the album that we listened to the most back from 1998 to 2001, however long we were there, is this, which is Sublime, 40 Ounces to Freedom, reggae style. Bradley Knoll, who's no longer with us, passed away many, many years ago at the age of 27. That is a fantastic album, from starting off with Waiting for My Ruka all the way through to Scarlet Begonias, which is a remake of a Grateful Dead song. Just an absolutely awesome album. There's 22 tracks on the album. This is an all-timer. If you haven't heard it, you never listened to it, please do yourself a favor and listen to Sublime's 40 Ounces.
Yeah, it's funny that you said probably around the same time I was listening to Our Lady of Peace as well. A little bit harder, a little bit different sound, but Sublime is amazing. Guys, That's what are you reading? What are you watching? What are you listening to? Let us know down in the comments below. If you want to check it out, the links will all be down below. If you want to go ahead and follow up and listen or read or watch where we are. But this is what we're drinking. It is the Pacifico. Okay, delicious beer. Let's go ahead and whack this down, Nate. And give.
By the way, dude, whack it down. I got a 24-ounce can. You've got a 12-ounce bottle.
Whack it. Would you like me to whack another beer down just to make up for it?
I'd like you to funnel a Pacifico. Who would like to see Travelman Danny funnel a Pacifico?
UFC, too many fighters, not names getting time.
I don't know enough about it.
Well, let me see if I got another one in the fridge.
Too much floor fighting. Well, that's kind of what it is, isn't it? The grappling, the wrestling part of it, the jiu-jitsu.
It's a major part. It's the most. Let's see if I got one. Maybe
By the way, the white hairs on my beard. Jesus. I got to make sure I trim up before I get on camera. What are you going to? Oh, you're going to get the funnel. Should I drink all this, guys? I can do it. I don't want to, but I can drink it all quickly.
You're in luck.
Yeah. It's about 12 ounces in there. All right. Not bad. I like Pacifico, though. If you're drinking a beer in the summertime, or you're at a barbecue, you're going out to the lake, you're going on the river, you're doing whatever stuff like that, picnic, I don't know, whatever you're doing outside. This as a macro, if you're in the supermarket and you're walking through and you see a Budweiser, you see Coors, any American macro, right? Just walk past it. Go to this. It's a much better beer. It's like an elevated version of those beers. It has the Mexican kind of profile to it. So it's got a lot of maize, a lot of corn profile. But overall, just skip past those beers, go directly to a Pacifico, maybe even a Tecate. This kind of feels like a cleaner Tecate. Danny, we need to review Tecate.
I reviewed it at the beach.
Okay.
And but we've yet to review it on this new score system.
You know, we could actually do like a round robin of Mexican beer.
Yeah, we could. We definitely
do
could.
Tecate, do Modelo, Corona, Pacifico. And now what I'm starting to see is when I go look for beers is there's a lot of Mexican inspired craft beer.
Mexicans love beer.
Well, no, I mean, it's American beer, but it's inspired. So the flavor profile, there's a certain taste to Mexican beer, just like there is with the Chinese beer, right? There's a certain style that's slightly different than what we do here in America.
Yeah. Bucky said, made it time for the beer bong. Well, the thing is, Bucky, Nate's kind of right. If we're going to go ahead and score this, and I said whack it down, he's on a 24-ounce can. I've only done an 11.2-ounce bottle. So to even things out, skibidi-bop-bop-bop, beerbong.com. It's time. I'm going to go ahead and make up ground, and then we're going to score it. I'll give you the quote of the day, and we're out of here. Yes, but
you're right. Yeah, I get it, Philo. I get it.
I don't. Not at all.
No?
No.
You don't agree? I kind of agree with what she's saying. When they're on the – it's a lot of like 30 seconds of guys holding each other.
But there's –
I know it's technical, but we're talking about the viewership, right?
Dude, I'm telling you.
Fan.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, for me, I love wrestling, jiu-jitsu. If anybody was to hold you down for 30 seconds, or if you were to hold somebody down, the amount of cardiovascular strength that you need to wrestle somebody to the ground is far more, 10 times more than standing up and punching someone or kicking them. Different skill set. I think that's why it's called mixed martial arts. I absolutely love the ground games. Sometimes when you get two like amazing grapplers, it's amazing to watch. Aquanut's calling me out for the funnel. He's been quiet, but it's good to see you here.
You're right about that. But what about, all right, so look at the double play in baseball. You and I look at the double play in baseball because we played baseball our entire lives and we see the beauty in it, where the average fan goes, it doesn't mean anything to me.
No, it's.
You see what I mean? It's the viewership thing, you know?
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, for the average, like, I'm a diehard UFC mixed martial arts fan. Like,
I know.
I could go to the UFC and start working today at some capacity. You know,
what I mean? For sure.
Yeah, like I'm a huge fan of them. I don't know. Let's change gears here. Everyone's saying cheers. So let's bust it out. What is a booth? Carlos is asking us, do we ever do hard alcohol? Not really. He got talent. Did make a lot of.
Drank 6 Negronis last night.
Okay, no, on the show. So I'm gonna go ahead and crack this open. We could every once in a while,
but it is a beer review show, so that's kind of where that's our lane. But we can do it.
The issue with hard alcohol is we used to do a couple of shots here and there. I got a little crazy last summer during the pandemic, and yeah, my eyes were shut, and it was just
the Speedway Stout did the same thing to me, Danny. That closed my eyes. I was knocked out.
I will say this: look forward to a video by the end of this year of my recommendations with Nate of first-time style of beers. So we're gonna make a video. So like, if somebody comes to me, because people will start asking me now a lot, like, what do you recommend? So I always recommend of stout this, of IPA this, of Pilsner this, of lager, of ale. So we're gonna make a video of that where we recommend our top beers of that style. Guys, it's time to whack this Pacifico down. We're going to even the score, Nate. Here we go.
Boom. Look at this guy. I'm telling you what. He is a top 3 worldwide beer funneler.
I'm pretty good. But I can get better. And you know how I can get better?
Doing it more.
Do it more and do it standing up.
In your Lululemon underwear. That's what I want to see. Can we please get a petition to have Travel Man Dan funnel a beer in his Lululemon nut huggers?
No fucking way.
Yes, there it is. The curse.
No.
Waiting the whole show for it.
No, all right. I love Kate's.
Is Drunatic talking to is she talking to us, or is there like a little thing going on?
Yeah, it's a great little thing.
That's awesome.
Have Trollen and Drunatic have been talking to each other through the chat for a half an hour, and I absolutely love it.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah. Gateway beer to ease you into the stiff stuff.
Give you some stiff stuff.
I love Carlos, man. It's the stiff stuff. That's great. Cheers to you, Marissa. There it is.
Can I try and read that?
Yeah, go ahead. Read some Danish.
Ja obnage drunatig. Jeg har to skåne kilder. Sahar ikke brug for at lukke dem. Men jeg lidt af katavisker.
No. It's
John. Yeah, no. As if I was going to be able to do it.
Yeah, I got you, bro. It's John Nag Drunatic. Jag har to skåne Killenberg har kick out brug for at Lokam Tam. Men den jeg ikke af katsknira for.
Dude, I like how you just because you're more confident than me doesn't mean it's better.
That was fun.
I like how you did it very matter of factly. That was fun.
No, I my time over in Denmark, I did 2 weeks there. I picked up the language.
Hey, dude, so did you love Denmark?
Loved it.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah, I loved it. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it, Nate. You know, sometimes I have something in my mind, and it takes longer to get to, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. But I'm going to create some type of Travel Man Dan get-together of the channel people or whatever. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I haven't figured it out yet. But when I'm going to do it, I'm probably going to do it in Copenhagen.
Really?
Yeah. I love it there, man. In the summers, it's just the people, the food. It's my speed. It's a lot of nature with a beautiful city. I don't know how to explain it, man. I don't know how to do. There's something about the Balkans and Scandinavia that is exactly my speed.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I've never been, so I don't have the experience that you do. But when I look at it as an outsider, someone that just looks at that area, I kind of agree. I think that would be a place I would really love.
It's just there's no. I mean, I'm sure like if you're a local, you have like the stuff that goes on there, but I don't see any of that. And I don't know. I just freaking love it there. Was that Klingon? Yeah, Aquanuts, love it. Well done, Nate. These are all Danish people, by the way. 2 sweet kittens, both get a 12. Thank you. Hey, Nate. I'll translate that Danish message. Close enough, says Calvin. You don't need Danish class when you come. Copenhagen is the best city in Europe. Yes.
Wow. The best city in Europe. That's impressive. There's a lot of great cities over there.
No, dude, I'm telling you, man.
Is it small? Is it big? You know, because being in China, you and I, we have mega cities. So what is Copenhagen like? Is it a Vegas size?
No, it's the perfect size of a metropolitan city, where like the inner part is congested and there's a lot of activity in the business bureau. The subway branches off into the suburbs and stuff very easily. And I've talked about how there's a biking path everywhere. And I'm predominantly speaking of the summertime in Denmark. But it's just, there's all kinds of food and like delicious little stops. Now it is expensive. All right. And yeah, it is expensive, which will be a major drawback for a lot of people. But the cool thing is I went to the river area where it's this giant river that cuts through Copenhagen. And dude, I'm telling you, there's like thousands of people spread out and they're just drinking beer, hanging out on the river, talking. There's Christianatown where drugs are legal. So if that's your thing, you can go and buy like hash and weed. And like, it's this whole, oh dude, it's like you walk into like this area and it's like this huge giant city block of like artists and community and hippies and stuff. And then down this main street in Christianatown is about 50 drug dealers with wide open drugs on tabletops.
What?
When I'm talking drugs, I don't know how much hard shit there is. Like I didn't see cocaine, I didn't see blotters, I didn't see like acid but hash and pot, it's wide open. But it's the only place in there, yeah. And you're not allowed to film there. You'll get roughed up. You know, it's a seedy thing, but it's a tourists go there. It's just Denmark is just cool, man. It's just I don't know how to explain it, man. Murfred, jazz hands. You didn't do it.
What do you mean I didn't do it? I just did it.
Oh, you got froze.
Oh,
like Barstow. Yeah, it's a small big city. Yeah, have Trollin's right. It's a small big city. Yeah, it's like, dude, I'm telling you, it's like the best, man. And Christianatown dope dealers, yeah, sound like Christianatown.
Are we gonna go?
I'm telling you, like I've been there. Yeah, let's go.
I'll go next month. You want to go to Copenhagen?
Yeah, I would love to go, man. It's neat, man. Denmark is definitely, and Denmark was the place when I saw it as a child. I saw basically pictures like I showed you earlier. Like I saw a picture of Denmark like this when I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
And it just made a lasting impression of me. Like I got to go there and see it. I just had to see it.
It's the age of Europe, man. Like just how much time has been. Like American, we don't have it. We don't have the history behind us.
Yeah, the people just are cool, man. They're just like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. The subway system. Yeah, for me, I've been to Berlin. I've been to Rome. I've been other giant cities. I'm trying to think off the top of my head in Europe. I've been to Copenhagen. To me is probably my favorite city in Europe and maybe in the world. So, hey, but I don't know what's going on.
Dude. Let's rate the beer.
Taste, Pacifico. Delicious. You know what you're going to get with it. When you drink it, it's fun. It's easy. You can drink it in a bong. You can drink it for fun. You can drink it out of a can. You can drink it out of a bottle.
Hell yeah.
It's really damn good. I'm giving it a 4.0.
Wow. So a lot of people might be confused by the scoring, but when I score this, I'm not scoring it against an IPA or a real, diverse beer, right? I'm scoring it against macros. I'm scoring it against a Budweiser. I'm scoring it against Corona. So for the taste, I really like it. I think as a Mexican cerveza, I want to drink this on the beach all day long. It's my favorite. So I'm going to go a 4.5 on taste as well.
Nice. Trollin says, I can show you around Christianatown. I would love that because one thing is I did wander in as a vlogger. I put the camera away, but I definitely was, a little bit like, oh, wow, this is different. I would like to go there with a local. Price. Can't beat the price. Hey, what'd you pay for those cans?
So there was 3 of them, $7.99. So that would be, my math is terrible. $8 divided by 3 is, I don't know,
$2.65.
right? So I think for 2 beers, so that's $2.65 would be $1.37 for a regular beer.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
the score is gonna be really high, 4.5. How can I price it? How can I give it any score less than that?
I can't beat the price either. I bought these bottles in a 12-pack, and I think it was $9.99. So
for a 12-pack?
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. Maybe it was $11.99. I don't really know.
It might be the beer that, like, if you want a macro in your fridge, this might be the one.
It's definitely the one. It's definitely the one. Yeah. I think it's good.
It's not a Qingdao. It's not a Budweiser.
Can I borrow?
Better than that.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the design. I love the design. I've always liked it. I always thought it was cool. Coming from Buffalo and going to California when I first seen this, I just think it's cool. It's got the great colors. The font is beautiful. It's written in a little bit of Spanish. It's got the anchor over the mountain with the little raft around it. Great label. I'm going to give it a score of 4.0.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of in the same. Like, I feel like this beer is going to be scored really super high, and it's not the best beer in the world. But the style it's just, as a matter of fact, I like the style so much, guys. I don't know how we can do this, but I would get a tattoo of that.
What?
And yeah, if we can get 30 people into the room,
yeah,
I will get this tattooed on my arm.
Really?
Yes, I like it that much. It's kind of
like
Sailor Jerry style. It's very beachy. The yellow is, I just love this color. You don't see it on a lot of beer. I don't know if any other brand has that yellow.
Hold on a minute, though. So let's go back. So you're telling me the tattoo is with the leaves too, or non-leaves?
No, with the hops. Yeah, with the hops.
So wow. Dude.
Yes, I will tattoo it. If we can ever, I don't give a shit when it is. When we get the 30 people in the group, I'll get the tattoo.
Wow. Guys, can you please tell your friends to just log in?
Log in. I'll get it next week. I don't care.
Watch the show.
I love it. I think it's awesome. So I didn't give it a score. I'll give it a score of 4.5.
Where are you going to put the tattoo?
On my arm somewhere. I don't know. So everybody can see it.
Wow.
I'm not going to put it on my ass cheek.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah,
yes, you can. There's the logo. Do you guys think Nate will put that on his arm? If we can get 30 people in the room, okay, 30 people in the room, that would be fantastic. I would love to see that. That is the logo. Accessibility. Look, you're going to be able to find this beer everywhere in Mexico. You're going to be able to find it everywhere in the United States, pretty much. I don't know about Europe and Asia and Africa, but I feel like they do a great job at promoting this beer. I'm giving it a 3.5 on accessibility. Nate?
Really? That's it?
Well, you think more?
It's everywhere.
Not Asia.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you're right. But, I mean, North America, you're going to find it.
Please do have trolling. Tell your friends.
No. You can't go outsource people.
I just did. Oops, and I won't do it
Not
again.
a bad tattoo. It's a great tattoo. I don't know what you guys are. There's no debate here. It's awesome. Travel Man Dan tramp stamp. I'll put it on the lower, the small of my back between the two dimples, which I don't have anymore.
Yeah. Well, the tramp stamp I told you before. How did you know about that, Carlos? That's hilarious. So I had a tramp stamp in probably 1991, 92.
That's when you got that?
Yeah, it was way before these tramp stamps.
Right, so you guys never saw that. I've seen it. It was, if you looked up tramp stamp in Urban Dictionary, it would be a picture of Danny's shitty tattoo.
It was great, dude. I fucking loved it, dude. Where it came from was a surfing logo.
Was it?
Yeah, it was from Reef Sandals.
That's cool.
And I just wanted to get there wasn't my second one. It was my, it was been, anyway, I don't know how Carlos get one that says you the man. Carlos, I don't know how you knew about the tramp stamp, but that's hilarious. So I've gotten it covered up, and I'm in the midst of getting an entire, it's called the Battle Royale in the back. money. But yeah, it's pretty funny.
What's your X Factor score?
The X Factor score for me, you know what? I'm going to drink this beer now, later, and forever. I think it's delicious. I definitely like it a lot. I'm going to go ahead and give it a score of a 4.0. I think that the Pacifico really brings in the essence of what I'm looking for when I'm looking at a macro beer. Nate, what do you got?
I have to curb my X Factor score because of the other scores that I gave. I feel like I have to.
Don't curb nothing.
I'm already at 18. I'm already without this score. So X Factor for me, it means something to me from a nostalgia perspective. It means something to me regionally because I'm here in the Southwest of America, so it's very close to Baja. I could probably get there in a 9-hour drive or a 6-hour drive if I wanted to. So everything about it I love. I don't know how I can ding it. So I'm just going to do 3.5 or 4.0. I just got to do 4.
Yeah, don't worry about what others fucking think.
I'm not worried about others. I'm worried about myself.
You just give it that score and get in there. Guys, I had a great time, and I can't believe we got this high of a score. Pacifico Clara, 19.5. A beautiful
Dude, I'm crushing that score.
Wow. Amazing score. What do you got, Nate? Oh my gosh, that might be the highest score ever. Wow.
22. But you know what? But listen, people will say it's not that good of a beer. This isn't about just the beer, right?
That's
there's a lot of things involved in it. And this is probably, cheap beer wise, is probably the best option for me for a summer hot day. I don't know if there's a better easy drinking lager out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Do a Travel Man Dan meet up in Vegas. I think we can do that.
We can.
I think we can definitely do that, Carlos. Look for that. Let me plan it so we can do it right. I think we'll do the first Travel Man Dan in 2022, somewhere in Vegas, somewhere around the time of January, February, only because I'm going to be laid up with a surgery. Guys, wow, what a day. Got a high time. We got a high score. We got 2 great scores with delicious beers. We talked about tramp stamps. We talked about Pacifico tattoos. It has been a wonderful show. Thank you so much for hanging with us. I'm going to go ahead and leave you with the quote of the day, the quote of the week, wherever you want to call it. And it's from Wanda Sykes, a stand-up comedian and actress. I believe she now has her own show. She said this: if you feel like there's something out there that you're supposed to be doing, if you have a passion for it, just stop wishing for it and just do it. Okay, not to steal it from Mikey, but just go out and do it. If there's something that you feel that you're supposed to be doing, now whatever that is, creatively, you could be talking about writing, you could be talking about making sweatshirts, you could be talking businesses, you could be talking inventions, whatever it is, cooking, starting a family, whatever it is that you feel you are supposed to be doing, stop wishing for it. Put the wheels in motion and go for it. Just go for it. Don't worry about anything else. Other people are always going to be subjective to your opinion, to what you're doing. They're always going to put what they think their life in your hands should be. All that is bullshit. You don't ever think about it. Whatever you think you're supposed to be doing, whatever you have a passion to do, just start putting the wheels in motion. I absolutely love this from Wanda Sykes. Think about it, marinate it on the week, wherever you're driving, wherever you're, just alone by yourself. Find out what it is that you really want in life. Find out what you're supposed to be doing and go after it. Just go after it. It may take a long time. It may be hard. It's going to be hard. But go for it. You'll be happier that you did it than what's harder, the pursuit of something and the difficulty in that, or the difficulty of living it with it inside, knowing you aren't pursuing it. Guys, that's the quote of the week. Nate, do you have anything to say?
Listen, the system is built for you not to do what you're talking about. That's the way the system's built. So do it. Be somebody that's a little bit different. And even if you never get to the point where you think you're going to get, it's never a failure if you're doing it. Ever. It's never a failure because you're doing that thing. So that's it.
Yeah, you don't have to. answers nobody when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Hey, guys, that's going to wrap up the show. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Marissa. Great show, as always. Nate, thank you for being here. I hope you had a great time. It was an exceptional day. I know we went a little bit longer. Look, the show is going to be getting trimmed down a little bit more as we continue, and we are going to have more guests on. But in the meantime, if we go 2 hours, we go 2 hours.
We have fun.
We had fun.
We enjoy it. We want to be here with you guys. That's if it's 3 hours, we do it.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Look at all this great love. Actions speak louder than words. I love it. Goodbye, everybody.
You guys are awesome.
Nate, have a good one. Thank you so much, everybody. This is Nate, the Test Bunny. I'm Travel Man Dan. And remember, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it. Bye, guys.
Bye. Let's hop it up.